Hello. Today we're playing yet another Zombie Survivors. The full game is released and I've been playing it been enjoying it. Before I get into the run, I guess I'll show what meta progression upgrades I have. Once you unlock these points, you can reset them for free, spend them however you want. So this is where I have my points. Fire rate, weapon damage, experience, ability cooldown, and ability damage are the ones I have the most points in. And these down here, they just cost more, but I'm definitely looking at putting more points into them. Just got Ghost to level 3, so I'm gonna try and do a run with Ghost Tank. And gonna see how this new ability on him, how it plays out. Not really planning on grabbing a third squad mate for this. I think Ghost Tank should be enough. I like this character concept. I like the character design. A dude in like a cyber armor running around with a katana during a zombie apocalypse. Like, swords just make more sense. Like, you know, if you're running around with a gun, what happens when you run out of ammo? But if you're running around with a sword, there's no ammo to worry about. This looks really good. I'm still going to upgrade his sword first, because the low-level sword just isn't nearly as good as the upgraded sword. But I'm really looking forward to getting that. I'll probably put off getting my second squad member for a little bit, just so I can get more level ups on this guy. Yeah, his level 1 sword, he's just a vertical slash that only hits one enemy. And that's just not nearly as good as any of the upgraded versions. So, if you've been playing this game, let me know which your favorite character is. Well, I guess I'll take that then. But yeah, this one's probably mine. You unlock him by just defeating a certain number of bosses, so as you play this game, you'll just unlock him. Kind of like with the medic, if you pick up a certain number of health packs, eventually you'll just unlock the medic. I haven't gotten there yet, but, you know, sooner or later, if I keep playing, eventually I'll get the medic. I don't think it's something I can really play towards, unless I, like, intentionally take damage whenever I see a health pack. But it's easy enough to take damage, like, on accident, that I don't really feel the need. Yeah, I'm liking this, his level 3 equipment, his kunai. I'm really liking how that plays. Alright, I'm gonna go over to that survivor over there. But I think I'm gonna use him for a level up and not for, yeah, because I've just got too much stuff to level up right now. Homing pigeon's pretty good. And this being a game that's in early access, you know that there's going to be more content later on. So, I'm enjoying the game for now, and whatever they do with the game in the future, you know, I'll probably enjoy it too. Not that anyone really knows what the future holds. There are games that die in development sometimes, but this one, you know, they've been active with keeping up with it since it's been a demo. So, hoping the early access, you know, the content stays coming, and then I get more and more gameplay out of it over time. It keeps trying to give me this one. I really want 1,000 cuts and not wind cutter. Because it's just, it says tier 3 sword it's just amazing for, like, for clearing out the little guys. Man.
I
I guess his kunai will be really assisting in that a lot too. Well, maybe the cooldown on them is a little bit too long. But yeah, towards the late game, his 1000 cuts is the best ability or weapon that I've seen for keeping enemies off of you. Gonna skip this one too because I still haven't gotten those abilities that I'm looking for, or the level ups that I'm looking for. Happiness, I don't think happiness actually does anything, but I can't say for sure. You can pick up 3 of any item in the game, so I can, you know, weapon reload time minus up to 30% just from duct tape. Happiness, I've never tried to grab 3 teddy bears or anything. Don't know if it does anything. Probably not going to look it up. Maybe one run at some point in the future I'll be like, you know what? Let me grab, there it is, 1000 cuts. Let me grab teddy bears and potatoes just to see if grabbing 3 of them does anything. But I'm pretty sure I'd need like rerolls for that, and I don't have any points in rerolls right now. So, or I'd have to play Endless. Endless would probably be a good place to try and figure that out. You know, I wouldn't be constrained by a time limit. I just have to survive for forever. Okay, yeah. This 1000 cuts, you can probably see already why it's like why I was saying it's the best for the clearing out the small guys. The only 2 problems that I've seen with it is that bosses, it won't really get through their health bar too fast, and the boss that summons bugs, I guess they just move too fast, because I think the damage gets applied on those lines as they appear. So if the bugs aren't on one of those lines as it's appearing, then they'll just like make it past all of that. Alright, another SOS signal. So now I'm gonna grab, oh there we go, crit chance. That's like the best for this guy. So now I'm gonna grab the tank over here, and I have 2 level 3 characters out here and just kick butt and take names. Huntress is also really good to grab with a ghost because of her passive that increases your crit chance. Wait, did I didn't see the tank. I didn't re-roll because I'm stupid sometimes. Yep. So next time, I suppose. I mean, I still have level ups to take. It's not like I'm wasting my level ups. It's just that it's going to take me longer to level up the tank, or to get points where I want them on the tank. It takes time to, you know, evolve your weapon into tier 2, into tier 3, so that's just going to take a little bit longer now. Yeah, so, like, I'm getting through his health bar slowly, and I'm keeping the enemies off my back while I'm doing it. It's just taking time, and since these enemies scale, and they get stronger and stronger, didn't realize I didn't even have 1 point in that yet. Since these enemies scale and they get stronger and stronger, it's only going to be harder and harder for me to get through those boss health bars, because I've already got my primary weapon leveled up. Another thing I might as well mention right now, since I can see 4 red dots at the top of my screen, is that whenever there's a health pickup on the map, or a magnet on the map, it'll, so like for the item boxes it'll give you the arrow, or for the survivors it'll give you the green arrow. For the health pickups and for the magnets, it gives you little dots at the edge of your screen, and it took me a while to notice that. But since I've noticed it, I'm mentioning it just in case it could be helpful for, you know, anyone else. And this time, I'm going to remember to grab the tank. Yeah, the runners that are usually just like such a huge problem, with this guy, they're just not a problem. So, I mean, late game when everyone's faster, like 15, 18 minutes, like sure, they'll still probably be a little bit of a problem. But it's not so bad. It's a lot more manageable. with this guy having 1,000 cuts clear. Alright, full health. Anytime you increase your max health... Actually, I think Tank's the only one that... Because when you grab any other... like any other, like, what are they called? Survivors? Any of these other characters to join your squad. Like, they'll add plus 300, I think, max health to your squad. Grabbing the tank adds 400, but then he doesn't add, like, health along with the max health. So, like, when you take him, it always looks like you take damage. I'm not sure if that's intentional or an oversight, but it's still in early access. And whether it's one or the other, it's manageable. If it's intentional, it's like something that you can work with, and then if it's an oversight, then well, whatever, it's in early access. And then yeah, those bugs are the ones that like with a shotgun and some of these other things, it's not so bad, but with just the sword, it's hard to keep those bugs off of you. Alright, let's grab a level up over here. Health on the way. Sawblade drone. Whenever I start with Tank as my squad leader, if I just put all my first points into Sawblade drone, it'll keep all enemies off of me up until I don't know, 8 or 10 minutes or something. Like these runners, they're not really fast enough to get past 5 Sawblade drones. But then as the horde levels up and they get faster and get more health and you're moving around, they keep getting through the Sawblade drones. So I used to think of Sawblade drones and Electrocute as being the best way to keep all these little guys off of me. Because dealing with a boss with any of these other characters, it's not so bad. But keeping all the little guys off of you, now that can be a problem when you're facing the horde. But now that I've got 1,000 cuts, I'm just like, it's the best way to keep anything off of you. Yeah, and some more of those flies got through even with all this. So still gonna have to work on that. Once I get the tank's weapon leveled up, I'll be able to clear out the flies, but I'm still having trouble with those flies. Alright, gonna head over here, grab another level up. These things expire, which is kind of sucks, because like you get so much benefit from having these pickups active. But like if I could just leave them on the ground until I was ready to grab them, it would be great. But they expire before too long, so whatever. Alright. Finally going to be able to upgrade my shotgun into the pump action. And yeah, I've been taking damage, so that's not too great. Gonna have to be careful. With this Juggernaut's animation being what it is, I like it. I think of it as a feature that, like, you know, he'll stop and the line will like kind of lock in, but he'll still be adjusting his aim a little bit. So when he starts charging, it'll be, I'll try and show it. So like it stops, it locks, and then he moves just slightly because he's still adjusting his aim for like that last second that he's like locked in spot, like locked in place. So it makes it a little bit more challenging to, like, you know, defeat these bosses. But it's a good challenge. I like a challenge. And stuff like that, I think those are just details that you're supposed to notice sooner or later. I don't really like any of these. Alright, that's right, I put a point in, oh wait! I don't get to choose something else when I do that? That's the worst kind of thing. No, that's awful. Oh my god. Okay, so Banish in this game sucks. I hope they change that sooner or later. Like, oh, I don't want to see this option. Okay, well, you don't get anything this time. It's like, what? What the heck? Alright, so that's all those ranged units gone. Okay, yeah, yep. And let's see if I can upgrade my weapon. Oh wait, I just got the pump action, never mind. I guess I thought that I hadn't just, yep. Oh well. 12 minutes, so 8 minutes to go. Well, 11:30, so 8.5 minutes to go till the dawn breaks. I like both of these. With all the critical that I'm getting, having a higher base damage I think will be really meaningful. Because like plus 10% base damage, that's plus 20% final damage on a crit when you're just doubling your damage, so that's a pretty big difference. Alrighty, another SOS signal. Man, I really need to level up more of these characters. Playing as one of my characters that I already have is level 3. The only thing I feel bad about is that I'm not leveling up anyone else right now. But yeah, I also haven't tried hardcore mode yet. Tripping over my words right now. I know it's supposed to be more of a challenge, so I should probably do that before too long. I've tried Endless. I made it, I think, 21 minutes or something. Got a couple of achievements for making it 10 minutes and making it 20 minutes. But besides, I mean, I probably unlocked like an item or something. I just don't really remember. I hope they get another map in this game before too long, because there only being one map to play on just kind of feels like a little bit redundant. Like if you want to play the game a lot, if you want to like grind out levels or something and you just have to play on the same map, it's like, oh well. It could be better, but yeah, early access, they just released Rocket Launcher. Now he's not just tanky because he has armor, he's an actual tank. The Rocket Launcher is one of the only weapons that, like, misses sometimes, so that kind of sucks, but when it hits, so. Alright, let's see what this boss is. A summoner. If it weren't for the summoner existing in the game, I probably wouldn't ever run towards these bosses. It just feels like a bad idea for the axe-wielding zombie, for the Juggernaut. You know, you don't want to be running towards them, not really. But because the summoner exists in the game, if you don't run towards the bosses, there's a chance that they'll sit like just off screen and start throwing things at you, like constantly. So it adds like a layer that I think is a good choice, a good design or gameplay choice the developers made. With a variety of bosses that can show up You can't just like run away from them and hope that everything's gonna be okay, because maybe they'll just like throw things at you while staying at a distance. Summon bugs at you. And then towards like the 18-19 minute mark, when they're throwing like tons of bosses at you all at once, like 2 at a time every like 10-15 seconds, then it's not just like, oh, you can't just, because you've got at least 2 bosses that you have to deal with at any time, so maybe you're like avoiding the Juggernaut, and then there's bugs being thrown at you as well. I think it's a good level of challenge. Especially when everything's put together. Alrighty. And somewhere in there I got those ranged enemies. Huh. Enemies are making it through everything. Surprised by that. Again? Maybe I should have grabbed minigun instead of rocket launcher. I just kind of think of the rocket launcher as being the better weapon. I think I've had an overall better experience with it, but it might not be as good. I might just like it more. Who knows? Alright, there's another boss down there. Another summoner. It's giving me like 3, 4 of these in a row. It's kind of a lot. Alright. Fully leveled up bombing strike. And here's a Juggernaut. And there goes the Juggernaut. You know, if zombies are turned humans, right? Like, you know, someone gets infected or something, then what the heck got infected to make a Juggernaut, right? Like, it's twice as tall as anyone else. Built like a truck. You know, who bit that thing, or how did it get bit in the first place? Something like that would probably go around biting the heads off of zombies. Like, how would it ever get infected? What the heck? And then this boss here, it's got like a butcher apron on. Like, it's a butcher, but it's carrying around like a wood cutting axe. So I'm not sure exactly what it was supposed to be before it got bit, but it is a big scary zombie. So, well, a big zombie. Alrighty. Wasn't there... I thought there was like an arrow pointing up here towards something, but I guess not. I should go grab that item box. Alright, 18 minutes. The boss enemies have definitely ramped up, and they're continuing to ramp up. None of these are great. Spend my last reroll. I think I took a hit there. Yeah, 3 enemies on the map. Oh no, 2 now. I just finished the one boss off. Yeah, I really need to get more characters. Oh wow, dang. I really need to get more characters to level 3. Like, as fun as these 2 guys are. Alrighty, finish him off. Grab some health. Alright. This is a lot of bosses. Did I get those other 2 guys over there? Oh wow. His back was facing me. I think I was too close to him when he spawned in, and then his animation was just like a little bit wonky. Alright. 45 seconds left before the dawn, so I don't really have to kill all these enemies, but I do have to survive. I don't really think I'm taking down too many of these bosses. I see some low health bars, but I'm not getting through them quite as fast as I'd like. I do like, yeah, the 1,000 cuts, this is where it's really important. Like, do I take the health? No. Like, with just a completely dense screen like you just saw there, like, being able to just worry only about the bosses at this point in the game, it's super important that, like, I don't have to worry about all the small guys. Alright, and there we go. We won the run. So, yep, this is yet another Zombie Survivors. I'm enjoying it. These two characters in particular. Let's look at the damage for a little bit. 928 on the 1,000 cuts, DPS. Tons of damage done. Where's Kunai? A 106, really? I guess it didn't do as much as I thought it did. That's like half as much as the Shuriken. Sawblade drones did about as much as the two of those, the Shuriken and the Kunai. And then rocket launcher, ooh, 697. That's a lot lower. Yeah, I probably should have grabbed the minigun, I guess. Oh well. There's all the stats that we had for all of our items and everything. And yeah. Have a good day. Or don't. Either way, no pressure.